Well, what's going on, Wolfpack Nation? Welcome back for part 2, y'all, of our interview with class of 2025 defensive end commit Colby Cronk. Man, if you haven't checked out part 1 yet, make sure to go and jump right back. Do that first. Go watch that, listen to that, and then come right back here, y'all. But with that being said, Colby, we were just talking for just a second there, and we were, during this time as we were recording this, the Canes are playing in Game 6 right now, and NCAA baseball is playing against Wake Forest, and you just happened to mention that you're a Florida Panthers fan. So,
yes,
So I got to ask. I mean, like, have you been a longtime Panthers hockey fan?
No. I really got into it when I was in middle school because mainly the big sport is football, But watching hockey was a different feel. Like I started watching it, I think 7th or 8th grade, and at that time, I believe they were in the playoffs, and I think they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning, which I was mad about. But they made the Stanley Cup Finals last year for a second time in franchise history. I'm like, oh yeah,
yeah, Colby, we got it.
That's right. Beat the Hurricanes.
Do you know?
Too,
Yeah. Do you know anything about the Canes or about like the environment at Canes games or anything?
Well, I know that they play like right next to Carter Finley, right?
Yeah, the Canes share a facility with NC State basketball, actually, and it's right next to the football stadium.
Awesome.
And people get pretty into it. So yeah, we were just talking. It's post-game hockey right now. Hurricanes are playing, but you'll definitely have to check it out. I know they do student tickets and stuff too for cheap, but it's a lot of fun. And the Panthers come to town every once in a while in case you can't be converted to a Canes fan.
You're right.
And we have the ice pack. I have my ice pack shirt on. We have NC State hockey. Yeah, I have my ice pack.
No way. That's awesome.
And they play once a year at PNC, where the Canes play. Once or twice a year?
Once a year. Once a year, they'll do a game at PNC Arena. Yeah.
And they're pretty good. It's fun.
I may not be. Sorry, go ahead.
You may not be what? Go ahead, Colby.
I might not be a fan of the Canes, but heck, the ice pack, I'm very all the way in.
Yeah. So I mean, so tell me, Colby. So are you NFL follower, MLB follower? Kind of give us your other sports that you follow. What teams you follow?
The NFL is the Dolphins. I follow them. The Jaguars too, just because they're local, but. I'm a big Dolphins fan for the NFL. I don't follow the MLB too much, but we're just talking about the NHL. I follow that a little bit. So,
anything basketball?
I was about to say the Miami Heat.
Yeah.
They didn't do all that great this year, but last year they made it.
That's right. Yeah, no, that's not a bad group to follow there. So, so you think the Dolphins got a chance to win it all this year?
Heck, I'm pulling for it. I think we do. Definitely be rooting for them because I've been a Dolphins fan my entire life. I haven't seen them win a playoff game in my entire life, which I definitely want to see. And I thought it was going to be last year, but all those injuries. So I'm hoping it's this year. I think it definitely can be.
Well, I mean, Colby, obviously Miami Dolphins, now you're committed to NC State, so you know where I'm going with this, man. One of the greatest defensive linemen to ever put on an NC State jersey, man, Bradley Chubb, right down there with your Miami Dolphins, man. So,
that's right.
I mean, I feel like now Bradley Chubb specifically has got to be catching your eye a little bit more when you watch Miami games, right?
100%, yes. Once I committed – he was playing, and I'm watching him for sure. Like, he played at the school that I'm about to go to, and he's at the next level. He's in the NFL right now, and he's playing for the Miami Dolphins. So it's very a cool thought, cool idea.
Yeah. So, at NC State, we're pretty lucky that we've definitely had a good amount of all-time greats for sure. And right now we're actually tied for second NFL right now with the most defensive tackles on an NFL roster right now.
Yes, I saw that. I saw the graphic.
So, I mean, that's a pretty good stat right there. So, let me ask you this. How many NC State defensive linemen can you name? To just not necessarily put you on spot, but I'm curious how much do you know? Can you name me 5?
I don't know if I can name you that.
All time.
I don't know about all time. I can give you Bradley Chubb.
All time.
But, I'm not too sure. I don't think I can.
Mario Williams, man. You got to know that name, man. Mario Williams, man.
That's okay.
Number one overall pick. Hey, no, you good, man. Hey, listen, hey, Colby, all I'm doing here is I'm opening up the mind so that, you know, whenever you're on YouTube next or things like that, you can go check out some Mario Williams tape. You know, go check out some BJ Hill tape with the Cincinnati Bengals right now. He's doing some things right now in the NFL. So yeah, we got a few guys. So it's definitely going to go and check it out for sure.
I'd say so.
But so when you come to NC, have there been any talks about you know, what number you might be eyeing for when you come to NC State?
No, not with coaches or anyone, but just for me, I want to wear like 34. That's what I've been wearing in high school. So I mean, heck, if there's someone else that wears 34, I'm gonna be fighting for it, you know. But that's what I'm pulling for. I like that 34.
Are you the type of guy that if you can't have 34, you'd want like 3 or 4 or 43? Like, would you want some combo of the same number, or you would want to go totally different if you can't have 34?
If I can't have 34, I'd probably just take whatever number they have available.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, but heck, I'm gonna be fighting for 34. That's for sure.
Do we have a 34 right now?
Oh, well, for sure. Yeah, no, we definitely have some kind of 34. Yeah. Well, while Lindsay brings that up, let me ask you the question, Colby. What brought you to 34? So
when I first started playing, I think I was 5, but it was Pop Warner. But my first number was 34 because my dad wore it when he played. So, you know, a little bit of that relationships. I hope I bring the number to legacy.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah. You know, I definitely, it's funny. I still remember to this day back when our starting 4 defensive line in 2017, we had Bradley Chubb, we had Justin Jones, who plays for the Cardinals right now. We had BJ Hill, who plays for the Bengals right now. And then we have Street, who I can't remember, is he with the Saints right now again? I can't keep up with where he's going from, but I remember still to this day that the numbers I think it was BJ Hill came up with how the numbers worked out perfectly. That Chubb was 9, Street was 35, so 3 plus 5 was 8. Justin Jones was 27, so 2 plus 7 is 9. You take the 9, you take the 8, and it's 98. So all those numbers aligned perfectly, man. It was a beautiful thing. So
bad news. Yeah, redshirt freshman linebacker Kamal Bonner is 34.
Oh no!
Maybe he's willing to change. You know, he might not be that committed to the 34. Yeah. He might be he might have been one of the guys who grabbed a random available number.
But heck yeah,
that's a good point.
If he doesn't want to keep it, I'll spark some friendly competition. That's for sure. But when I get there, anyway.
Yep. So, you know, talk to me a little bit, Colby, in terms of, you know, have you had much conversation with any of the other class 2025 commits, Gus Ritchie, Will Wilson, or our recent safety commit, which I'm blanking on right now, but have you had any talks with them right now? Tristan Teasdale.
I've had some like relations on social media, but not like a one-on-one conversation.
Okay.
I definitely plan to, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, and it's interesting let me ask you as well, like what made you interested in committing so early in the process where you could have dragged this out way longer? Right.
Well, it's just because that when I got up there, I was already up there the first time in January, and in March I was able to see a lot more because previously in January I was only able to see their facilities, but in March I was able to see their practice field, their indoor facility, their campus, a whole lot of things, and I just knew that this is the place for me. With all the coaching staff and everything.
And like Leighton said, this was a relatively early commit. Was there a specific moment on that March visit that you were like, yeah, this is definitely it? Like, I don't need to see anywhere else. I don't want to talk to other people. I'm ready.
So I was definitely, the day we had the practice, I think it was the first one. We had film study and we went to the campus tour. But so I was definitely feeling good by then. But what sealed out, okay, yeah, for sure, this is it, was actually the academic part of it.
Interesting.
We were a top 10 engineering school. So, and they have a lot of opportunities, a lot of programs, which I'm definitely interested in trying out.
Cool. So, and is that what you think you want to study? Kind of engineering?
I mean, it definitely could change, but as of right now,
I know. Cool.
Do you have any idea of what kind of engineering you might be interested in?
Yeah, I believe civil engineering, like the part of the structural, So.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be honest with you, and I'll say, because I was actually a former football equipment manager, and I remember during my time at State, there was 2 guys that went in as freshmen that originally started out in the engineering programs while also playing football, and both of them swited out of engineering. Right, yes. So, I mean, it's definitely a big time commitment for sure. Yes, so, I mean, sure. But hey, listen, I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that more of, hey, listen, man, if you can go make that happen, then hey, listen, then you're sitting beautifully, because I mean, no matter what, whenever your NFL career comes to an end, then you're gonna have a NC State degree for engineering, man. That's there's not much better than that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. NC State degree in engineering definitely means something. That's for sure.
Amen. 100%. So talk to me a little bit about rivalry side. I'm sure you don't. You haven't been able to really experience the hatred yet between the red and that baby, baby blue over there on that side. That's right. Mm-hmm. So did they reach out to you at all?
No,
did you ever hear much or anything from you? Okay. All right. So there's no but I like this guy. It's just don't know anything about them. So it's going to be a little bit easier to jump on that bandwagon hatred, right?
Yeah. 100%.
All right, let's go. Yeah. Now with Wake Forest, for sure, I think there's more of a rivalry, honestly, between the fans, just because of Wake Forest fans talk a lot, for sure, but even though it's just but Dave Clawson, I'll say it, man. Dave Clawson's a good dude, man. I can't really say much bad about him. So, right. So kind of talk to me about when you come into NC State. Let's start off with this. What are your goals? Coming to NC State, what are your goals? Before we continue, I want to take a quick second to tell you about our sponsor, Flightland's Jessup Insurance Group, that has your whole world covered, with agents in 5 offices throughout eastern North Carolina to help you decide how much coverage you need, offering policies for home and auto, recreational vehicles, commercial, crop, health, life, and employee benefits. They are able to combine options to find a comprehensive solution that works for you. Flightland's Jessup protects the things you love so you can spend less time worrying and more time enjoying them. Find them on Facebook and Instagram at Flightland's Jessup. You can also visit their webpage at www.flightlandsjessup.com. So please make sure to go and check them out.
To get bigger, a lot bigger. So when I was I was talking to Coach Wiles. Well, he said that when I get up there, they'd like to have me at, I think, like 285 or 295. So, living in the weight room and eating a lot. And when I was on the campus tour, I saw a lot of different food options. They got the training table, which I think is really cool. Like all you can eat buffet, all like really, really good food. So that's a big thing. And then playing as much as I can. I know it's really hard to play as a freshman, and you got to earn that spot. And I'm definitely willing to do that. That's what I want to do. I play as much as I can. But so yeah.
Okay. So, talk to me a little bit in terms of, today's day and age, where now with the new NCAA rules, basically every single year, every player's a free agent, basically, and like there is no, signed, commitment, things like that. I really do believe, and I'm not saying putting you on the spot, because again, I know that, things are subject to change for sure, but I truly do believe one of the things that NC State has going is really the culture that, that there's a reason why there's honestly not a lot of guys typically, like hurrying to leave NC State and go somewhere else.
Yes.
Can you talk to me a little bit in terms of that culture feel that you felt, that Wolfpack family vibe that you felt while you were talking and visiting NC State?
Well, Coach Doran has been there since, I think, 2013. So in 11 years, he's been working at it. He just has a history of success while he's been there. So I definitely know that he knows how to coach. He knows how to run a program. And just when I was in on a couple of the meetings for D-line, the players definitely had a pretty cool relationship. Like they weren't just teammates; they were brothers. Well, that's what I think anyway. Which is definitely something that I want to be a part of. I don't want to go somewhere where people are doing it just for themselves, because I think at NC State people are doing it for the entire team. It's a really big family, like you said.
And when you were looking at schools, how much did that kind of campus environment and finding somewhere where you could grow and not, necessarily want to transfer out of, how much did that weigh into your decision?
It did, because for me, if I go somewhere, I definitely want to stay there. Like, I'm not someone who's just going to pick up and leave, because I want to be a sustainable person in a football program. And that's just me. Like for FPC, just as an example, I'm going to be there all 4 years. Some people leave and, do all that. But for me, it's definitely staying there the entire time and getting better, growing with the coaches and the players.
Did you have any offers or any academies or things like that talk to you to try and switch you out to leave FPC?
No, but not any a school of that caliber. Other schools in the area, definitely. But,
sure.
So,
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And again, especially today's day and age with NIL, it's interesting. Now I do got to ask you, have you already pre-ordered that EA College Football 25? Have you already got that pre-ordered, man?
Because I found this out that I don't have an Xbox One X or S series. I have like the old one. So I won't be able to play it until I get one of those.
I hate how they've changed all the games for the new consoles.
Right. But 'cause I'm not really a huge gamer person anyway. But if there's games I play, it's like Madden or 2K, the sport games. Right. So I definitely want to get my hands on the EA NCAA for sure.
So don't necessarily need to ask specifics in terms of what happens behind closed doors, but I do want to, just from a curiosity side, when recruiting does take place, are there conversations that happens, when you came to visit NC State, did you speak with the Wolfpack NIL people? Do those conversations happen in a recruiting process?
They do, but they don't give you a number. They're like, we got to collect it. They give you information about it, like how they all get a collective, which comes from boosters and all that. And that, everyone gets something, but you got to earn it, which I 100% agree with. I don't think someone who hasn't played a snap in college should be getting paid more than someone who's been there for 3 years,
That's good. And so, I'm assuming that from just how it sounded and how it sounds like what happened, and just you as a person doesn't really sound like that. Just like you say, you got a number, but do you feel like that, did you ask for a number, or do you feel like they would have provided a number if you had asked for it?
I think they probably would have. I didn't really ask for one, but I believe they would have provided it. They might have. I can't speak for them, but I think they might have. No.
Okay. Yeah. Again, just from a fan perspective, again, we're learning more and more every day in terms of how this Wolfpack NIL stuff goes. So, to know that those conversations happen, that's information. So, so now, actually, you know what, Lindsay, go ahead. While I'm gonna look something up real quick. Go ahead, Lindsay.
And is that a side of it you're interested in, that fundraising side? And also our Wolfpack NIL has work to do community events. We just had the football 2023 kind of celebration. Is that a side that you could see yourself getting super into? Are you somebody who's social, who wants to be kind of a face in the community with that side of it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely down to do that kind of stuff. I was talking to Coach Wiles, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, and he said that he just had that booster club meeting, and he had a couple of players there and all that. And so I'd definitely be interested to be one of the players to be there to attend.
Mm-hmm. And let me ask you one thing, Colby, too, because we didn't really ask this from the beginning, but do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have one sister who's really awesome, I just gotta say. Because I'm just going to do a little bragging real quick, but she's a 7-time state champion in swimming at my school, which is the most decorated athlete to come from Volusia Flagler. And she goes to UF right now on a swimming scholarship.
Florida? She goes to Florida?
Yeah.
Sick.
Like, yeah,
Nice.
she's gonna go for the Olympic trials, and she's national champion and all that. So she's awesome.
Wow, athleticism runs in the family, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
So, what year is she at Florida right now?
She's a junior right now, so she's going into her senior year.
I gotcha. Yeah. No, and I'm sure that she probably knows a little bit about NC State. As Braden Holloway and the NC State crew over here, swimming and diving team over here is no joke now. So
no, they're not. So when she was at NCAA's, we saw the Wolfpack there, and we're like, dude, they got a pretty good swimming program, which is pretty cool just to know that NC State athletics is definitely top tier.
Yeah. So 2 questions here from more on the fun side to kind of wrap this up here, Colby, and we'll let you go. But what would you say you're looking forward to most arriving here at NC State? Like, what are you looking forward to experiencing? You know, that first practice, that first game, put on jersey first time. What are you looking forward to?
That when I went there to watch the practice, the intensity was really high. And so what I'm looking forward to is getting there and being a part of that high intensity. Because I know it's going to be different than high school, you know, but I'm definitely interested in, I'm looking forward to being a part of that and just getting after at practice in the weight room, being on their programs, you know, for gaining weight, getting stronger, and even eating. But yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to all that stuff.
And I know when you interview with, at the time you committed, that at the time you weren't sure if you were enrolling early yet or not. Has there been any decisions made on that yet?
Not yet, not 100%. But the one thing is a little bit of the decision factor would be that if I graduate early, I wouldn't be able to get another state championship in track and field. But yeah, I'm definitely willing to sacrifice that. It was just something to think about. Because, my sister has 7. So if I can get 2 or 3, that'd be pretty cool.
So is that one of the big deciding factors of you deciding if you wanted to roll early or not is the state title shot put side?
Well, yeah, it's one of them. It's not super big, but just spending a little more time with, in high school. But it's one of the factors,
I gotcha.
Because I also understand, if you do enroll early, you get all that extra time being at that level. To where if I don't, then I'm not going to be there in spring. I'm just going to get there in summer. So, but yeah, so it's definitely both sides to weigh in.
I gotcha. And then lastly, we already talked a little bit about NIL, things like that. Well, actually, here I just have another question. When you came here on your visit, did you visit in what restaurants did you visit? What restaurants did you try? Did you try anything interesting? Yeah,
so we came up on the 20th, and we went to dinner then. But it was Burger Village. I think it was Burger Village. But I had which was really good. I think it was in the downtown area of Raleigh. I think
downtown Raleigh. Okay,
might have been. But the burgers were really, really good. I had to have 2 of them. My dad let me have 2. So that's definitely one I went to.
Do you see after your time at NC State, once you get that engineering degree, do you see yourself potentially staying in the Raleigh area, or do you think you'd go back home to Florida?
I definitely think I think about it for sure. I mean, I'm gonna then have lived there for 4 or 5 years. So it's definitely something to consider when I'm in that decision making.
Yeah. Well, especially, with that engineering and getting involved from NIL side, you'll meet a lot of people for sure. So definitely a lot of opportunities will come up when boosters hear that you're got the engineering degree. It's gonna be like, sweet.
Yeah,
that's what's
absolutely.
up. So last question more from a fun side. So if I were to give you, magic wand and you could get a NIL deal from any source, restaurant, place, you name it, what would be your dream list of NIL sponsors?
Probably some kind of restaurant, if I'm being honest.
You love food, Colby. I can tell you love food, do you?
Yeah, I do love food. I'd say that 100%. Yes,
so what's your go-to then? What's your favorite fast food or restaurant or whatever that you would want to be sponsored by?
something that has steak, because steak is my all-time favorite. You can't go wrong with beef. You know what I'm saying? But
interesting.
Yeah, it's something to think about. I haven't thought about that though.
I got you. Hey, listen, steak's a good way to go for sure. Now
Right.
Once you get here though, because I'm assuming you haven't tried Bojangles yet, right?
I think I've had it once or twice.
All right.
It's a tailgating staple.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That's a North Carolina staple right there, man. So, definitely got to get deep into that. So, all right, Colby. Hey, first of all, man, appreciate your time. Actually, you know what, Lindsay, do you have any final questions before we wrap this up?
Nope, I don't think so. I think we covered it all.
All right, cool. Well, Colby, thank you again for your time, man. Really do appreciate it. So I want to kind of give you an opportunity here. Do you have any final comments or statements for Wolfpack Nation? When you come to NC State, what is Wolfpack Nation going to expect from Colby Cronk?
They're going to expect a tenacious player that has a desire to be great. That's what I think. Go Pack all the way.
I love it, Colby. That's awesome, man. Well, as we said again in part one, Wolfpack Nation, we'll have all the links to Colby's social media in the description down below. So make sure to go and give him a follow and again, support this guy for sure. Again, we're excited to have him as a part of the Wolfpack family. And actually, speaking of being a part of the Wolfpack family, Colby, final question: are there any talks or any? Are you going after anybody right now from recruiting angle that we're trying to add to the Wolfpack family right now?
Yeah, I've been a couple of people, like Derry Norris. I think he goes to Spruce Creek. Yeah, I definitely would like to have him up there. And from when I was talking to Coach Wiles, I think it was 2 days ago on Tuesday, he said that on my same visit, I think it was June 7th, there's going to be a couple of D-line guys up there,
all right,
which I'd definitely be willing to recruit 100%.
Would you say your recruiting talents are up there, or would you say it's
I'd say so. I'm gonna do my best. That's for sure.
That's right. Effort goes a long way. That's right, Colby. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Right. We need some more for sure. Definitely. I mean, I think we're at a great spot right now with Will Wilson. A super talented, quarterback, and then Gus Ritchie, who I'm excited about him from a tight end prospect for sure. Right. And then you, and then Tristan Teasdale as well, who's going to be a pretty big safety recruit once the recruiting side is all done and well for him. So excited for it. But yeah, Wolfpack Nation, again, make sure to go and give Colby your support, man. Really would go a long way. And we're excited to have Colby as part of the family. And then for us, Wolfpack Nation, if you haven't already, make sure again, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If you haven't already, hit that like button, and make sure again to give us a follow as well at Tuffy Talk Now on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Can't wait for football to get started in 2024. Go Pack, y'all.
Go Pack.